Inside, back up through the gears they go. A little shove from Martin Truex Jr. And too hard through one. Keselowski, Larson both into the wall. They pile up in the Tubbs heartburn turn. Caution coming out again.
No grip. We're going.
Trevor Bayne in the 6 also involved.
We talked about these drivers. This is the first time they've been on old tires on restarts. The first time at this racetrack, you just don't have a reference to go by. And you heard Brad Keselowski say he just didn't have any grip. He overdrove it.
When they go in there and you mash the brakes, and the car starts sliding, that's it. You're going to hit the fence.
18 behind the wall. Brad Keselowski climbing out of his car.
You talked about it, Jeff, the experience of this type of restart on old tires at this racetrack with that corner, just the lack of experience. You know, most every oval track, they can do this time and time again. They understand what the grip level is going to be.
They all launched really well. Nobody really spinning their wheels much. Brad's in trouble right there. He knows he's in trouble, got the left front locked up, and now just nowhere for these guys to go. I think even the 18, he was in too deep.
A lot of guys really did have a lot of trouble getting out of the corner. That is so strange to have so many cars overshoot the same corner on restart.
Understanding the grip, you know, you have to trust that the car, even they just, the 21, the 18.
So we've had a lot of laps without a restart through that turn against the wall. Look at the damage on the 42. Guys, we haven't talked about this, but he's only 18 points currently where he sits, and he scored in the 12th position. There are 31 cars on the lead lap. So there are over 18 points still to be lost for this 42 car, Marty.
And the game has changed for Kyle Larson. You see him sitting in the car, despondent right now. Chad Johnson said that the right front suspension appears to be gone. Kyle said the car will not turn left at all after that contact with Brad Keselowski in the turn one wall. And you see that right front suspension, it's almost gone there for the 42. Then Kyle came back on the radio and said, what's the point in us continuing? He said, I've got to see where this settles out. As you mentioned, Steve, now just plus 18. They go from looking like they might win the race to above the cut line by just 18 points.
Still inside. Tight left.
The only thing that might be saving the 42 is another car that's in trouble. Is look at Eric Almirola. We'd show the 14 and the 88 get through, but as the 18 comes back across, the cars stack up, and right here, not a lot of contact, but now he's going to be all the way at the back. I think that outside groove is just so dirty because we haven't had a restart in a long time. We haven't had guys running through there side by side to clean that groove up. And that outside groove, you know, a lot of guys, not just Brad, a lot of guys were not going to make that corner.
If you look at our leader, the 78 of Martin Truex Jr., his actual nose is caved in there right where it says Toyota and Camry. Behind him, you've got the 48 of Jimmy Johnson. You just see a little bit of damage on that left side skirt, maybe from jumping the curves. Behind him is Chase Elliott. Looks relatively clean. His car looks very clean, but then as you get further back, you look at the 1 of Jay McMurray, very damaged. The 14 of Clint Boyer completely caved in on the nose, and then behind that it looks like basically a short track or post the big one at Talladega. Every one of these cars is beat up in some form or fashion.